I am $8,141 into this Whiteout survival account, and it is day 53. I've been having a lot of fun. I've been spending way too much, way off budget. My concept was to be an efficient whale. So I put $6,000 in the first 22 days, learned my lesson, and then the plan was $8,000 for the rest of 2026. Some people think that's whale spending. Some people think it's kind of like mid spending. To me, that's whale spending. I ended up blowing my budget and putting another $1,000 in. So a total account by the end of 2026, if I can stay on the current plan, is going to be $15,000. If you like this concept and you want to follow my journey, you're in the right spot. So tonight, I've got a couple things I'm going to do. I'm kind of going to do a little bit of an event review and account review because I was unable to live stream Bear and Crazy Joe tonight because of my work schedule. It just didn't work out. So I'll just give you a recap of what happened there. If we look at the Bear hunt event. So this was my damage today. So not too bad, but I'm waiting to cross that 150 threshold. Haven't got it yet, but I'm still going with 198, and then I'm continuing to increase my marksman. So that's been working out pretty well. And then, defeat the nearby beast. I'm just kind of grinding this. I'll see what I can get as a rank, but I'm not really going for it too hard. I don't want to burn too much stamina. We will do Lucky Wheel later today. I'll give you an update on Hall of Chiefs. But before I do that, let me show you Crazy Joe, because we did Crazy Joe as well. So there's my ranking for Crazy Joe. Go into the event details quick just to show you some of the reports. But, final report, not too bad. Still getting kind of the hang of it. It's just a little bit, I know the pace isn't all that fast, but trying to make sure that I'm paying attention because they need me to go to headquarters and make sure I time that right and make sure I get there first is a little bit stressful. And then, I'm getting roughly, depending on my joins, I'm getting better with bear hunt, but I'm getting anywhere from like 14 to 15 mil. There's a 15 mil, per rally. So that's, consistently getting a little better. So that's Crazy Joe and Bear Hunt. Now let's take a look at the VIP. So VIP, I'm slowly, grinding towards a VIP. This concept of being an efficient whale, one of the things, aside from listening to the community as far as like telling me when the shops are getting better, like this plan to spend less up front and then more later made a lot of sense to me. The other thing that makes a lot of sense to me is if you think about VIP, like the only way you get VIP is by purchasing packs that have, the VIP experience in them. So the way I look at it, if you look at, the way the prices go, I didn't feel like Vault of Enigma was worth playing yet because I don't see the value in it for me. $35 and, I don't know. It just didn't seem like it has the value. Plus, I just got done spending all the money on Tundra Adventure. But basically, if you look at any of these VIP purchases, after you get past the $5 point, it gets less efficient. You get less VIP experience for your money. So to me, like all the $5 packs I can buy on my way to VIP, because I'm going to have to buy them at some point or another. It's just a matter of, what else you get with it other than the VIP. So from the VIP efficiency perspective, I can just go and buy like all the $5 packs that I can find, or, up to $5 packs I can find. But then I also want to try to be a little bit more efficient where, some of the packs have better value than others. Now today, because I'll show you the Hall of Chiefs, but I did pick the Chief Charm benefits card on this one because I am low on Chief Charms, and I would like to do a little bit on the Chief Charm day because, there's not a lot of event points that I can find for Chief Charms other than that event. So I'm going to buy this today. And then grab all these so I can have those Chief Charms. And then I don't think these other ones I'm going to do much with because, again, I just don't think the value is there for me right now. Then if we look at this Charm Master Pack, again, because I need the charms, I'm going to buy this. And it's not bad from a VIP efficiency perspective. So you get the 2,500 VIP points. I can care less about the other stuff, and I'll pick up some charm guides as well. So I'll grab that. Now here's an example of what I'm talking about though. So now, I got 2,500 VIP experience for $5, but now you go to $10 and I don't get 5,000 VIP experience. Instead, I get 4,000. So this is less efficient. But again, maybe I'll come in here and grab it if I look at my. I'm gonna have to look at my charm guides. I might come and grab this. I do have a day to decide on this, and that is when the charm, event is in Hall of Chiefs, I believe. Yeah, so charm event is tomorrow. So I'll have to look. If I think I need it, maybe I will do a little inefficient spending just to be able to press the charms a little bit and get some event credit for it. So here's where I stand on Hall of Chiefs. I don't really feel like pressing Hall of Chiefs that hard because it's quote unquote just Philly. I mean, I know people say, Philly's useful for certain things, but I don't see it coming as a big part of my gameplay. And, Gen 3 is probably, right around the corner. So I'm really kind of more focused on Flint and Alonzo. So I'll do whatever I can to get some points in this event, but I'm not pressing for it hard. I'm certainly not going to spend a lot of money trying to get it. But what I am going to spend some gems on is the lucky wheel. Somebody in one of my comments that said, hey, don't spend gems on that, buy them instead. And I think most people don't advise that. This is one of the things that people say gems are good for. As far as I know, what the community says is gems are best for lucky wheel, VIP points, and pets, basically. So here's the thing. If you notice, none of these packs come with a VIP experience. So I'm going to spend this money and I'm not going to get any VIP for it. So that's to me is not a great deal. And I'm trying to be kind of an efficient whale. So I'm going to play these and I'm going to just do my wheel spins now. And let's see. I have not been what I consider all that lucky with the lucky wheel. See? Only get 4 shards there. But you do get other ancillary benefits. I mean, certainly these other things are worth it. So that's why I'm doing this anyways. But I do want to try to get Flint to level 5 as soon as I can. And I have 100 general shards. But I have one more day of the lucky wheel. And then there are a day to apply shards at the end of Hall of Chiefs. So I'm just going to grab what I can here. Man, you see what I mean? Just, I don't know. My luck in the lucky wheel has not been great lately. All right. So I've got to complain. I've got to complain to get the luck. I think on average it's probably okay. It's just okay. I wouldn't say I'm lucky. I wouldn't say I'm super unlucky. 5, 6, 7. Okay. By the way, these speed ups and stuff are useful too, because I do need to press some troops. Only 3 there. 2. Only 3 again. 5. Whoa, hey, all right. If I can just do that every time. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'll take that hit any day of the week. All right, so because of that, maybe my luck on average is not going to be so bad today. All right, and 4 there. All right, so let's see where that got me for Flint.
I'm back from the burning.
All right, not too bad. So I will be able to, even if I have to use the general shards, I will be able to max out Flint by the end of this Hall of Chiefs. But I'm not going to touch it today because here's what I'm saying. At the last phase of Hall of Chiefs, we have another hero development day. So I'll apply those on this hero development day. I'll try to do as much grinding as I can for the epic shards and other things. But basically, I'm going to hold on to those for that day. And I'm going to play the lucky wheel again tomorrow. And even if I end up with, whatever I end up with, I just won't have to use the general mythic shards for. So the rest of Hall of Chiefs is looking like this. We got a chief gear upgrade day without charms. And I'll want to prep for that. I can't wait for the gear essence stones day because I've been waiting to press the gear further, and I've just been waiting for a day that I can use the essence stones. And also notice that the I don't know if this is like this in all events, but sometimes you get more points on different days. And if you look at this day, you get 45 points for raising power through research. And here on these other days, you only get 30 points for power through research. So if you're going to do research, you want to do it on the 45-point day. And then for me, troops, when I did the math, and I don't know if everybody's like this, but I think because I have T10 troops, when I did the math, I got about a 50% bonus for doing troops on troop day as opposed to any of these other days. Like raise 1 power by promoting troops. I didn't get, when I did the math on this, you get like a 50% boost by doing it on the troops training day. And that's probably because I have T10 troops, not everybody does. So that's my plan. So I'm prepping for the charm upgrade tomorrow. I'm gonna do some troops today. Yeah, I clicked on the wrong thing. So today is troops, tomorrow is charms, and then power boost is essence stones. So that's how we're gonna do. I'll give you an update on my holochiefs, but again, I'm not really pressing for it hard, but I'll just show you what I'm doing as I go. The other thing I'm gonna do, the other purchase I've been making every day is the daily deals for the mythic shards, because not only do you get the general mythic shards, but this is $6 worth of VIP points for only $5. So again, trying to be efficient about my VIP, that's a really good use of that. Not to mention, you get some other stuff with it that's useful as well, the speed ups and the mystery badges and such. So to me, that's a good deal. And then we got the ultra value monthly card that I'm going to have to renew sometime soon. Very soon, within 8 days. And that's it. I'm going to sit on this for now. I did buy the $5 worth of the gear enhancement pack, and now here we go. So I am going to do some troops training today. So again, on this idea of efficient spend, it's a $5 thing. I got some troop training to do today. I'm at least going to buy the $5 because that's worth it for VIP and it's worth it for this event. I'm going to have a decision to make. If I was really pushing this event hard, then I'd want to buy more of these and really push some troops today, because today is the troop day. I don't feel like spending a lot of money on this event though. So I don't see the point in really, stressing over Philly and spending a lot of money on Philly. So I just spent a lot of money on Tundra Adventure. This is me coming back to my budget, coming back to reality, slowing down my spend just a little bit so I can prep for the next thing that's going to be a big spend. Probably something around Valentine's Day or Chinese New Year. So I'm just trying to kind of do the smart things today and then save up for the other stuff later. So let's see. That's everything I have today, I believe, because I showed you the updates on Crazy Joe and Bear Hunt. I showed you my VIP progress. Let's see. That's the VIP progress. For those of you, and let me claim all those so you can see where I really am. So, that's a slow grind, but it'll get there. I'm going to move my camera out of the way a second just so you can see, because this is something, doing the mobile format, it's hard to do this, but so you can see my power. Power is, steadily going up. You can see troops are steadily going up. I saved some of those for promoting. And if you see where I am in my state, me and this other player, we talk often, like a lot of times it's just a matter of who's pressing what. I think it looked to me like she is going for the Hall of Chiefs event, because I saw, a big jump in her numbers again. So she must be spamming troops again. I don't see the point in doing that myself, but whatever. And then, the hero power, depending on who's pressing what at any point in time, sometimes I'll float a little higher, sometimes she'll float a little higher. But what I'm proud of in particular is the Labyrinth score is looking pretty good. So that means I'm doing a good job of developing permanent power. And there's one more thing that I'm a little excited about, and that is if we look at my hero gear, I think I've got Geronimo in a good place now. I've got, the goggles and boots at plus 50. I'm waiting to, press them more with the essence stones, and I've got them both at plus 2 at this point. I think that's a pretty good point in the account. And I got Alonzo almost at 100 or 150 over here, and just a matter of when want to get the gear to be able to press that up. And then I'll do the same with Molly so that I have the Lancer set in a similar state. And then it's just a matter of figuring out, which one I want to progress, with the essence stones. Probably it's going to be Geronimo first, and then I'll work on the other ones, maybe a little bit evenly, but we'll see. And just continuing to press Flint as far as stars and his level, and then once I get 5 of them up to 80, we'll be in good shape. And then somebody mentioned change my drill camp. I'll have to take a look at this, but I don't know. I have a couple resource heroes in there, but I think that's not looking too bad either. Because I think I have all the primary heroes in there. So that's where we are. That's the count review. If you like this content, if you want to continue to see my journey, if you want to see if I can stay on budget, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications, because I do go live. I try to basically go do one recording, at least one recording a day, whether that's a live or one of these recorded events. Sometimes I do 2 a day if it makes sense for the events. I would have done that today with Bear Hunt and Crazy Joe, but my work schedule just didn't allow it. So you can count on at least one thing coming out of me from every day, because I'm trying to document my journey. So if you don't see something on the video section, go check the live. I'm either going to do a live or a video every day. Sometimes I'll do more than one. So that's where things stand. Oh, and by the way, if you are curious, I don't think this is going to be a particularly interesting event, but I am going to try to stream the castle battle. This is going to be early in the morning for me, so I'm not even sure I'm going to be fully awake, and it's on a work day. So it's early in the morning on a work day, and we've already kind of negotiated the battle with other people in the state. So we're going to take it first because we're the top alliance, and then next round we're going to give it to the second one down, and we're going to rotate it like that. So basically this is just going to be an event. Probably it's going to be like a vibe session where all I do is go, rally the castle and then sit there and let everybody else do solo attacks for points, and that's it. Call it a day. That's probably how that's going to go. But I don't know. I know in the future it can be more exciting, but this time it's not going to be particularly exciting. But we can, you can see how it goes. Have a chat or whatever. If you happen to be up at the ridiculous hour in the morning that's going to be. I think it's going to be something like 7 a.m. Eastern. So we'll see how that goes. But that's it. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications, share this with other people if you want to see how this goes. That's all I have for tonight. Thank you very much. And until next time, I'll see you later.